question, yeah. It just broke my heart when I saw it because I could feel what the man was going through. I know you're gonna think it's trash because of what he did in the beginning, but I don't think he deserved the punishment that came after it. Anyways, I'm gonna just read it off you. I cheated on my wife 3 years ago. She agreed to forgive me if we opened the marriage, but now I live in agony every day. That was the title. So basically, my wife, 39, found out that I, 41, had been hooking up with a woman I met online who lived 2 hours away. When the woman visited, we checked into a hotel. This went on for 3 months, and we had met a handful of times when my wife caught us. She was waiting in the hotel lobby and saw us coming down from the room. She left me the next day. We separated for 8 months, and they were terrible on all of us, especially the kids.
They have kids.
Yeah, they got 3 kids.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife thought that since our sex life wasn't enough for me, and that she was sure I would cheat on her again, we might as well open the marriage.
Okay.
I
Bet.
told her no because I've learned my mistake, but she wouldn't waver. I relented. We decided not to tell each other when and where and with whom. So basically, the guy didn't want to have the open relationship,
yeah.
but the wife was like, okay, that's the only option.
Yes.
So
He gave in.
So he gave in, and then they
Okay.
decided that whenever they slept with somebody, they're not gonna say when, where, and with whom.
They're not gonna tell each
They're
other.
not gonna tell each
basically.
other.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, over 2 years later, this is the sad part. We are back to normal on the outside. On the inside, I'm dying a little each day. Every time I see her happy, I wonder if this is just her old bubbly self or if she was thinking of somebody else. She is a very beautiful woman, and I'm sure she has no problems finding men who want her. Whenever she takes a shower after coming home, whenever she rejects my advances, I think that she has been with someone, and that kills me. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I have tried to discuss closing the marriage again, but she shuts these attempts very quickly with a divorce card. Before all this happened, we had amazing sex several times a week. But now, we have probably done it 4 or 5 times these past 3 years. She demands I use protection, and she refuses to let me eat her or make her cum in any way. I stopped asking because the sex is painfully bad now. I haven't slept with...
Whoa, what is that? Whoa, okay.
I haven't
Painfully bad?
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay.
I haven't slept with anybody else because the look on my wife's face in that lobby still makes me sick with guilt. I don't know how much I can take. I love my wife and I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Would she ever stop punishing me? Have you ever forgiven a cheating spouse and stopped punishing them? What's going on in her head? Man, don't you feel for the guy a little bit?
Nope.
It's been 2 years.
He said 3.
2 years.
In 3 years, they have only had sex 4 times, he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they agreed on the open relationship for like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And they
How
were divorced for 8
terrible
months.
is that?
What?
Like, I get it.
What are you talking
I
about?
get it. Like, I get it. I get it. I get it. I actually
you?
get it.
Oh, do you?
I get the punishment in the beginning.
Is
right?
it a punishment though?
Right now, it feels like this woman is holding him hostage. She's staying in that relationship for the kids. That's what I felt like. Because she doesn't seem to be interested in him.
Nope.
Physically in any way whatsoever. Because nowhere you're going to tell me that you still love somebody and you guys are in a relationship and then you guys don't sleep with each other at all. Because 3 or 4 times in 2 years, that's literally nothing, fam. I get it.
No, that is nothing.
It feels
That
like
is
she's just
nothing.
staying because it's comfortable. Because that was the main reason why it was hard on both of them. Because the kids were suffering the most. So
Yep.
she decided to come back into the marriage, but
For
she's
the
done
kids'
with him.
sake.
It's basically a roommate thing at this moment.
Yep.
That's what it seems like.
They're brothers and sisters.
They're literally brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he still wants it to work.
No, he should
Because
have
he
thought
said
about
he
that before
felt
he
bad.
cheated.
He said he felt bad, yeah? In
Yeah.
the 2 years, they're both in this open relationship, but he hasn't slept with nobody the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And when his wife comes home and she's happy, and he can't tell if she
You
just got
feel that,
pleasure,
huh?
but
You
I
feel
felt
his
that
pain.
part, fam. I really felt that part. Because there's no way in the world, there's no way in the world I could be in an open relationship. I just couldn't. My heart wouldn't be able to take it.
No, you don't want it to be open on her side. But it's always open on you guys' side. Yeah. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say that that wouldn't be the ideal situation.
Yes,
that
of course.
That
Yes,
would be
of
the ideal
course.
situation.
Yes, of
that
course.
would definitely be the ideal
Yes, of
situation.
course. That's a cheater's
But
idea.
I wouldn't
Because
be able
now
to
it's not
handle
fun
it.
anymore.
It's not fun no more. Every time she walks out the house, my heart is already broken. I couldn't take that.
It's not fun for you guys no more.
It's not fun.
No. You want her to be safe. You want to see her when you come home. But you guys want to be out here doing your things. But now the flipped has script. The script has flipped. The script has flipped.
Yeah.
And now you guys cannot take it.
I swear, that's exactly what it is.
And now it's a complaint thing.
You know, even
now why you so happy things.
You know, like when we posted the reel on TikTok about open relationships.
Yeah.
Some guys commented, like, yeah, they're down for open relationships. Yeah, polyamorous relationships.
Yeah.
But I am 100% sure that they just think of open relationship. Yeah, on the TikTok reel that we uploaded.
Really? They said they supported that.
Yeah,
I thought
they were down for that.
I thought they were like against it.
Some were against it, yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a few
Some that
guys,
were
a
down.
couple of guys that were actually down for it.
Wow, I didn't read those comments. Yeah, continue.
Somebody even commented something like polygamy is like the way of the future, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like because now things have changed, so it feels like more natural
Facts.
to be in a polyamorous relationship. But I don't think that guy was thinking about the fact that it goes both ways. I feel like everybody that commented on that post and they were down for like the open relationship, all the guys, they were just commenting because in their mind it's like, yeah, I can be with as many people as I want. But they're not thinking about their partner doing the same thing as well.
Yeah. And you know what is good?
Yeah.
You know how God has blessed women.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to open for the girl because as soon as that shit opens, you know she's in business.
Yep.
She is in business.
She's nah.
Exactly. You guys gotta work for this.
That shit hurts, man. That shit would hurt.
She don't even gotta do anything, babes.
No.
She gotta be in the right place.
At the right, she can be anywhere.
Anywhere, actually.
She can be anywhere and she can get it.
Because there was this other woman as well.
Yeah.
Her and her man's like they were married. He started liking this one girl that he wanted to smash. So he was talking about, yeah. I want the relationship to be open, la. Because they were not like, she was not having sex with him that much often. So he was like, no, open the relationship. I want us to have like an open marriage, la. He was talking all that smack. And she's like, she didn't want to do it in the beginning. But he kept on begging for it. So she was like, okay, fine. She said, okay, fine, let's open the relationship. The marriage, because he was like, oh, I want to have sex with this person, that person, like putting her down till she accepted that they were gonna have an open relationship.
That's where he fucked up.
Yeah, so he opened the relationship and he did his things or tried to do his things here and there.
It wasn't working.
I mean, it was working less for him.
Yeah, obviously.
It was working less for him and it was working more for her. Now, after he saw that she's actually out here in the streets, the same way you want to be, but can't. Literally. So she is living his dream.
Yeah.
But now he want to talk about, I love you so much. I want to fix our relationship. Like it's okay if you don't want to have sex. Let's just close the relationship. Close it. Let's close it. Let's close it. Let's close it. And she was like, nah, I actually enjoy this.
Exactly.
Period. Beach.
Men, play your cards right. Okay?
Play your cards correctly.
Play your cards right. You might think that an open relationship is the best thing for you, but trust me. Trust me, daddy.
Boy.
I don't think you're ready for that. I don't think you're ready for that.
You're not ready for that.
You're ready for that.
Because if you want to play that game, it takes two to tango, babes.
If you already have a baddie, fam, trust me. Keep yourself there. Because if you open that relationship, now she doesn't even have time for you.
No, she doesn't have time for you.
Now whenever she comes home,
like
she's
that.
already pleased. Somebody else has already taken care of her.
Somebody else is going to do your job.
Somebody has already taken care of her. So if you feel like you guys were not doing it enough before, now she actually has no time for you. So
No.
You might think that an open relationship is the best thing, but
you
twice.
guys want to close it on the girl's end, but open it on your side.
On our side, because
you guys want to squeak the door open on your side.
Yeah.
When it's
But
fucking shut down.
we want her to be just with us.
Yeah.
fantasy
Nah,
world.
let's not
Fantasy
play
world.
that.
That's
Let's
actually
not play
that's like
that.
every man's fantasy.
It is.
I couldn't be in a polyamorous relationship. It wouldn't work. I know
You'll be
myself,
bad.
man.
You'll be losing it.
I know
You'll
myself.
be in the
I would
shower.
not be able to handle it. Like, I wouldn't
Where's
even be
my
able to see
girl?
her the same way. Like, if we had a close relationship and then we opened it,
Yeah.
I would not. I know I would not be able to see her the same way. Like, every time she comes home and she's happy, I'm pissed. Like, nah, fam, my heart couldn't handle something like that.
Yeah.
But just like we said, like in an ideal world, if it was like an open relationship, where it's like open on my side, I
But
know it
closer,
sounds
huh?
trash,
Stop. Don't
but
say
close
that
on
you
our
want
side.
that.
Now that would be an ideal situation. In a perfect world, I would want something like that. It's not fair, I get it, but that's just how I feel.
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But if I was in an open relationship and it was open on both ends, I couldn't do it. I actually couldn't, man. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Because it also goes back to like the basics of it,
Yeah.
right? Everybody knows for men and women it's not the same. Everybody
like,
knows.
in my ideal world also, like, it's just a human thing. You want possessive. We're a bit possessive as humans. Like, we want to own stuff, like the way that we own our clothes, la la la. Like, we want things to be like specifically only to us. So it's like a human feeling.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a girl's feeling or a man's feeling. Because for me, in an ideal world also, I would still want shit to be open for me but closed for him. Because that's the possessive feeling.
So women would want the same thing as well.
Yes, of course. Anybody would. But at the end of the day, I
think it's
feel like
more-
as humans, we should control that feeling
Yeah.
and not be possessive when it comes to actual human beings. Because they
Yeah.
are not properties
No.
at the end of the day.
But
So
the
you
thing
can
is,
work through that feelings,
Yeah.
technically, if you want to.
I think it's more common for men to want an open relationship but not women. Because just like I was saying earlier, it's
Yeah.
different. Like when a man sleeps with somebody else, it's different compared to when a woman sleeps with somebody else.
I wouldn't say that. What do you mean?
On an average or a regular basis,
Yeah.
women are more attached to you emotionally if they are going to do that.
The fuck?
Like even if you have an open relationship, a man can go out and be with somebody like every single night, right? Because he only sees it for the physical part. Like a woman, even if she had an open relationship, the next person that she's gonna sleep with, there has to be some sort of emotional connection, even though she knows she's not dating that person.
That's
That's
not
the reason
science,
why it's
babes.
different.
That's
That's-
not science. That you can't prove that.
Not everybody.
That's not actually legit.
Everybody, fam.
That's
fam.
not a fact.
It is a fact. Women
It's
are
not a
more.
fact.
Women have to be attached to you emotionally in some kind of way to be able to sleep with you. Men could literally just be with anybody.
You know, we literally talked about this.
Yeah,
like,
I know,
there
I know,
are a lot
I
of
know, I
one-night
know, but it's,
stands.
I know,
What
but
are we
it's,
talking about?
I know, but it's. I'm not talking like I'm talking like out of a one night stand, like out of a one night stand situation. Let's say if she started dating like a coworker or something like that, and she was sleeping with that person, it's more emotional. Like that person is not just giving them, like, it's not just making them happy physically, but that person is also making them happy emotionally.
I feel like you guys want to believe that we're more sensitive.
No, okay.
But I know bare sensitive guys. Bare sensitive
No,
guys.
definitely.
And
Guys are
usually when a
sensitive
guy
too.
and a girl like break up, it's always like the guy running for the girl.
Yeah, like 6 months
Literally.
after. It's 6 months after.
Something
It doesn't
after.
happen immediately, but like after, we
It's
still be
always
lurking.
the guy.
We're still lurking around.
Yeah.
That's been apparent for me in like my previous breakups as well.
Yeah.
Like right after, I'm not even thinking about it, but like 6 months later, that's when I start thinking, oh shit, she could have been the one.
How about a good one? La 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 la.
But like-
and then
but
you
like-
guys feeling sensitive.
But like when it comes to having it open, yeah, even if it was open, I feel like guys would take more of the chances that they get when it's open, where like a woman wouldn't take the chances as much. Like a woman would not be going out sleeping with everybody like every now and then. They might do it like occasionally when they find somebody that attractive. I'm not talking about one night stands. I'm talking about like everyday life. They might do it, but then the guys that they're gonna be doing it with, it's not just gonna be any random guy. It's gonna be like somebody they find super attractive to that level.
I feel like
Because
you
it's easier for men to
that's
find
wishful
women
thinking.
attractive.
I feel like you're wishfully thinking.
No, fam. It's easier for men to find somebody attractive. For a man, as long as you walk, that's it. That's all it requires. But like even
She
when
might
we
just
go
do it
out,
for
fam,
revenge.
even when we go out, yeah, me
She
and
might
you,
just do it for revenge.
yeah, no, I'm not talking about this specific situation.
Yeah.
Like even when we go out, me and you, yeah, I
Yeah.
can see like hella baddies, girls everywhere.
Yeah.
How often do you go out and then you see a guy who you think is super attractive? Does that happen very often? Like
I have high standards.
maybe
I just
that's
have
what
high
I'm saying. Women
standards.
have higher standards.
I have
No,
high
women
standards. I
have
cannot
higher
say for
standards.
everybody.
Women have higher standards in
As we
general.
should. I think we should.
That's the
But,
point. You guys
yeah.
have higher standards, yeah. So even though you have the opportunity in an open relationship, it's not just going to be any Harry and anybody that comes
Any
around.
Harry and Ben.
Yes, it's not just going to be your random Joe walking down the street.
Yeah.
It's not. It's going to be
Yeah.
like occasional, and it's going to be fewer men. Whereas like a guy, any single girl he gets the opportunity with, that's a potential person that he's going to sleep with. So that's the reason why it hurts even more, because you know when the woman does it, it is
It's
deep.
because she likes him.
It goes deep.
She finds him
She
very
finds him attractive. Very
Very
emphasis on that
attractive.
word. Very attractive.
It's what it is. You guys want to play this game, so can play that game.
Two can tango, but I'm not ready to tango.
You're not ready to
I want to
tango.
do salsa instead.